Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at things people were accused of. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. I was accused of abusing a child when I rescued him from drowning. I was swimming on a beach and I noticed a 8 or 9-year-old kid come off his little surfboard and he sunk straight to the bottom, about 10 feet deep. I swam down and rescued the kid and swam him back to the beach. As soon as I got the child to the beach, he was crying and coughing up water. His mother ran down screaming to leave her boy alone. She was screaming at me so loudly that people were crowding around to see what had happened. At this time, the lifeguards turned up and I advised them what happened, as I could not talk any sense to the mother. The lifeguards took the boy and mother to the lifeguard hut and I went back to my towel on the beach. One of the lifeguards came back to me 10 minutes later and asked me to stay where I am because the police have been called and the mother wants to press charges. The cops turned up 20 minutes later and interviewed me, and at that time, another lady came up to the police and corroborated my story. The cops let me go. No apology from mother, who was marching off the beach arguing with the cops after they told her what had happened. If it was not for the other lady, I believe I would have been sitting in a police cell for rescuing a kid. Are you kidding me? As if the lady isn't even asking her son if he's okay. And what happened? Instead, she's just gonna yell at someone without even knowing what happened? Dude, some people. This is why sometimes people don't want to do good things because this happens. You know? You rescue someone and then you're accused of doing something to them. Holy. I'm a head cashier and manager at a flower shop. Family business. Every spring we offer a promotion where if you spend $10, you get a $1 coupon to be used like cash later in the year during a certain period. Last year, I was ringing up a white woman whose total came to around 40 something. As expected, I handed her 4 $1 coupons. The woman behind her was black and after ringing her up, the total came to $6. After handing her the receipt, she asked why she didn't get a coupon. I tried explaining to her that she had to spend at least $10, but she wasn't having it. She proceeded to scream that I was a racist throughout the entire store and demanded to see a manager. Being the smartass that I am, I said, let me go get a manager. I then proceeded to walk away and then right back and said, I'm a manager, how can I help you? She just stormed off. Wow. Jeez. Obviously, racist people do exist, right? But not everyone is racist. It isn't always about race. Holy. She spent $6 and wanted a $1 coupon. Yo. If any store did that, they're gonna go broke. I was accused of plagiarism when I was a freshman at a community college. The half-page or so first part of a narrative essay had apparently seemed too good to have been written by me, so my teacher pulled me aside and said she didn't think it was my writing. I offered to submit it to turnitin.com, and she denied me the opportunity, saying that for some reason it might not work. She demanded that we redo the assignment. She also accused 8 other students of plagiarism. She had zero proof except that she thought we should be bad writers. Unfortunately for her, several of us went above her head and she had to back down. Wow, that's crazy. Just because you think a student ain't smart enough, you're gonna accuse them of plagiarism? She had no better explanation. She was just I just don't think it's yours. I don't care if you can prove it, I still don't think it's yours. Dude, that's annoying as. The other day, I was at a supermarket and a man in a wheelchair and I had one of those, which way are you going? Because I'm going the same way kind of things. We both laughed about it and I smiled and let him past, including swinging arm gestures in the direction he was going. After he had gone past, a man came up to me and started yelling at me that just because the first guy was in a wheelchair doesn't make him mentally disabled and that he doesn't need little cunts like me making fun of him. I tried to tell him the rest of the story, but he wouldn't listen and was going off his absolute nut at me. It took the guy in the wheelchair to come back and explain what had happened for him to calm down. He also just stormed off after being reasoned with. What? Dude, oh my god, I hate those kind of people that get offended for other people when the person isn't offended. What? Dude, do you have nothing better to do in your life? Holy. Why do you think you can just butt your nose into someone else's business like that? What the heck? In the hospital visiting my mum who was 24 hours out of cancer surgery and trying to calm down my son who was having a complete tantrum. He was flailing away and twisted out of my grip, right into a glass wall. Grumpiness turned to tears, and as I was consoling him, a woman came by and screamed, "You horrible child beater, I saw what you did. You're lucky I don't phone the police right now, you abusive, evil child beater." Dang, just it doesn't have kids, hey? Honestly. If you look at that and you think someone's beating their child, you obviously don't have kids. Man, now I'm just thinking, I really don't want to deal with this when I do have kids. Your kid just throwing a tantrum in public and you gotta calm them down. Oh, whip out the sandal. I live in Asia and the kids here stare at me. I'm a tall white male. The kids often smile and I smile and wave back. The parents will run up and help the kids to wave back. Have the kids say hello. Bring them up to me to talk. All I see is pride in the parents' eyes. This one time when I was back to the USA, forget I am there. A kid smiles and I waved back. The parent grabs the kid, gives me an evil stare, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm back in the USA. Oh, dang. That's kind of sad. Not me, but my sister was with her 6-month-old son at Walmart when a woman stormed up to her and said, your tattoos constitute child abuse. I'm obligated to take your child to CPS for his protection. Then she actually tried to take her child. So my sister laid her out with a punch. In a surprisingly classy move by Walmart, the associates nearby had heard the exchange, and when the woman accused my sister of assault, they told her they were calling the police to report an attempted kidnapping. She ran. Oh. Are you freaking kidding me? That was just an excuse, right? Like, I'm pretty sure she didn't care about the kid. She just wanted to kidnap the kid. Dude, imagine having to deal with that. Like, you're growing out with your kid and then someone's like, oh, you have tattoos? Oh, that must mean you abused your child. I gotta take him away from you. Oh my gosh, dude. That is sad though, because I do feel like people with tattoos, they do get judged a lot. But honestly, a lot of the people with tattoos, they're such softies. I was in the metro biting my lips because it was dry and a girl thought I was doing it for her and called me publicly a pervert. I wasn't even looking at her. I hate it when stuff like that happens. Oh my god. Like, how? He probably didn't even look flirty, you know, because if you're biting your lips when it's dry, it's just like this. You know? Jeez. Some people just want to make everything about them. I went out for a jog one day. I have to go past my old middle school to get to the nearest bike trail. It was really sunny that day, so I wore sunglasses. As I'm going past, a middle-aged lady in an SUV stops, yells out, child molester, and drives off. There was a girls' soccer match happening at the time. I've never gotten so many angry stares before. I guess a fat guy trying to run during the day in sunglasses is enough to be labelled a child molester. I didn't go running again for 6 months. Dude! Wow, you can really ruin someone's life like that just by one comment. Like, mentally, you know? Are you kidding me? Some guy is just trying to go for a run and then coincidentally there are just kids having a soccer match. A girls' soccer match. And some guy's a molester because he's going for a run with sunnies. Like, what if the coach is a guy? Like, what does that make him then? Coaching a team full of girls. Oh my gosh. I walked a girl to her French class one day before class started. I didn't think there would be any harm in walking into the classroom and saying hello to a few of my classmates I knew. No inappropriate conversations, nothing disruptive, just a hello. I left her classroom and went to mine, thinking nothing of it. Apparently the girl I walked to class's crazy French teacher pulled her from class and asked if I was sexually abusing her. She insisted no, confused, and he claimed that if he ever saw me near her again, I would be brought to the principal about sexual harassment. I was appalled. Then I realized he's probably just a sick old Frenchman worried I was taking his girl. Dude. I think so. Like, if that's the first thing you think of when a guy's just walking a girl to class, there's something wrong with you. For sure. That's the first thing the teacher thinks of. Yeah, he's a bit messed up in the head. Or he's just sus, honestly. My dad had a nervous breakdown when I was 12, another when I was 15, and fell down the stairs and smacked his head pretty hard when I was 18. As a result, he's very socially excluded, but the one thing he really enjoys is walking our dog. This is pretty much the only time he leaves the house, other than go to physiotherapy for his balance. The fall down the stairs cracked his ear canal so badly his left side is out of sync with his right. and it's something he loves doing on his own as it proves he's still semi-independent. Anyway, one day he comes home crying and I'm like, what happened? Turned out he was walking past a 20-ish girl and he smiled and said hello, but carried on walking. She responded that he was a creep, crossed the road and glared at him until he was out of sight. My dad was just trying to be polite. He was raised in a household where if you wore a hat, you tipped it to the dames. It took about a month and a half for him to get over that, and it still makes me fume to this day. There's a marked difference between being a creep and simply saying hello to someone in passing. I agree. If someone's just saying hello, how are they a creep? Unless they do something that makes you feel like they're a creep, like follow you home or say more than a hello when you make it known that, you have to go on your way and they keep following you, then yes, they're a creep. Like, I've never once walked past someone when I'm walking Coco and being like, oh my god, here's a creep for smiling at me. Like, really? That's just a normal human interaction thing that you do when you see someone walking past you. You give that little awkward smile. That's all. Why is that creepy? Everyone does that. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.